Welcome to Southern Campers. Before we hit the road, it's time to cover the basics. This tutorial will help teach you how to operate your home on wheels. Let's start by lowering the step. Simply pull the step out to maximum reach. Test it is extended properly before standing on, and enter the motorhome. Always retract the step before moving by pushing it back into place. First, we will cover the interior. How to make the beds. Use the ladder correctly, operate the onboard toilet, and use of appliance and features. Start by moving the table aside and unscrewing it from beneath. The table will then lift out. Detach the leg and stow. The table works as a bed panel. Slot the panel between the seats as shown, and ensure it's firm before continuing. The squabs on top form part of the bed base. Make up the bed with linen provided. To make the centre bed, lift the table from the wall by depressing the buttons. Squeeze the leg and move towards the downwards position. Slot the table between the seats and use the side squabs as the bed base. Pull out the drawers and retrieve the large brown squab from up top. This will fit on top of the drawers and you can push them back to fit snugly. Now the bed is complete, make up with the linen. To use the top bed, remove the ladder from its secure storage location. Hook the top of the ladder into the rail and make sure the footing is stable before climbing upon. Always use caution when climbing. Simply make the top bed with linen provided, no assembly required. Stow the ladder when not in use, ensuring it is clipped properly to the wall. Now we cover the onboard toilet and shower. To use the toilet, first open the hatch. Press and hold the blue button to use the flush, and close the hatch once all waste and water has gone down. Close the lid after using and ensure that the hatch is closed. The sink folds down above the toilet. The shower head doubles as a bathroom tap. Fold away when not in use. The shower head is handheld and can be stowed on the right hand side of the sink. To use the toilet, you must have the toilet switch on, and the water pump must be on to use the sink and shower. These are found in the command cupboard above the microwave. All cupboards have a push lock catch. Simply push to open, then push again to lock. The command cupboard is where we find our power switches and controls. Here we find the water heater for the shower and taps. Heat the water by turning the switch to 60 degrees or 70. Turn it off by switching it back towards the centre. The gas bottle must be on to use. The water takes approximately 20 minutes to heat. If the red light appears after a minute, turn off and on again to reset. The microwave, 3-pin plugs and air conditioning all require you to be plugged into power to use. To use the air conditioning, turn the dial to the blue fan symbol and adjust temperature to suit. Turn to the black dot to turn off. The aircon is not for heating. The USB ports are always active to charge small devices. To heat the van, turn on the heater switch in the command cupboard. Press the button to the flame symbol to start and rotate the dial to the desired temperature. The gas must be on to use. Flick the switch back to the centre to turn off. To use the gas hob, turn on the range hob switch. Lift the cover and have the gas bottle on. Turn the desired burner to the flame symbol while pressing the igniter. Rotate back to the white dot to turn off. Always make sure they are in the off position when not in use. Turn on the vent and open windows to help remove gas smells. Open the windows by twisting the catch and pulling. Ensure windows and hatches are closed before moving. The roof hatches open and close by twisting the knob. Close the blinds at night. The TV runs off the van battery and is available at all times to watch DVDs or use USB sticks. Switch the lights on individually by pressing the button as shown. The fridge is electric and will always run as long as the fridge switch is on in the command cupboard. Open by pulling the top catch upwards. The main door has a double lock. Move both catches to the unlock or lock position to operate. Now we take a look outside at all the external features. How to plug into power. Unlock the utility cabinet and retrieve the power cord. Line up the correct end of the cable and push firmly into the power inlet. Then take the other end of the cable and hook into the campground power. Some campgrounds have on-off switches. If unsure, talk to staff or groundskeeper. Ensure the van power in the command cupboard is in the upright position. Now we look at the gas bottles. You have a main and a spare bottle. If one empties, simply screw the hose fitting from one to the other. Turn the screw left to turn on the bottle. You should hear gas hiss. Turn right to turn it off. When not in use, always turn off your gas bottles. Lock the cabinet and make sure it is stored correctly. The rear storage contains outdoor chairs and tools to set up the awning. Retrieve the centre beam and the extension pole. The awning is for shade only. It is not to be used in wind or rain. Hook the end of the extension pole into the eyelet at the end of the awning. Twist to extend or retract the awning. Twist until fully extended. Retrieve the side legs from inside the awning. Ensure that the metal hinge pivots correctly and is fully extended. Loosen the nuts to allow the legs to extend. Locate the side mounts on the van and lift up the white cap. Insert the end of the leg and push the cap back down over. Do this for both sides. Locate the central clip above the window. Hook the centre beam into the clip. Have the nut loosened so you can pull it out to reach the awning. When all beams are located and secured, then push the awning up to desired height and tighten the nuts. You can have it as low or as high as required. Loosen the nuts and gently lower the awning back down. Ensure that the side legs are clipped back into the awning correctly. Fully retract the awning. And stow the tools once again. Dumping waste. Dump stations come in many forms. Many will have a lid like this to remove. You will usually find a pipe and a grate. The grate is for wastewater and the pipe is for toilet waste. Retrieve the grey water pipe from the container in the utility cabinet. The grey water pipe is located on the rear of the driver's side. Unclip the black cap. Firmly secure the grey water waste pipe. Turn the valve when the pipe is positioned. Always rinse out the wastewater pipe after use. Always ensure the black cap is back on the wastewater outlet. Dry it as much as possible and return to its box. Now we empty the toilet cassette, or the black water. Open the hatch by turning the key and depressing the button. Place the porta pack aside till later. Remove the toilet by pulling up the green tab and pulling the cassette outwards. Twist the neck forward. Position yourself and remove the end cap. Depress the button at the rear while emptying to stop splashing. Aim well and pour. Rinse out the cassette and swish and empty 2 to 3 times or as necessary to clean it. Wash the dump station down after use and replace the lid. Now open the cassette and drop in a porta pack pod. This will keep it fresh until the next empty. If the toilet flush is running low on water, fill it via the tube shown. Fill your water tank with fresh water only. Use the hose provided in the utility cabinet. Fill slowly. Water will spurt out of the top when complete. Now it's time for the fun part, getting behind the wheel. But there are things to keep in mind. The van will only start if it is in the neutral gear, indicated by the letter N on the dashboard. Once it is displayed, you're good to go. To change gear, pull the gear stick in the desired direction. The gear stick will stay in the center. A is for automatic, your drive gear. N is for neutral, and of course, R is for reverse. Take the handbrake off by lifting slightly, pressing the button in, then pushing towards the floor. Put it on again by pressing the button and raising it to maximum height. Always park on the flat and ensure the handbrake is on. The motorhome has no park gear, so always make sure the handbrake is on. Do not do this. Park a respectable distance from other motorhomes whenever possible. Be aware of your height when driving and parking. Watch for signs, trees and storefronts that may be low hanging. Use your mirrors and have someone assist you reversing. Always wear your seatbelt. Adjust radios and other appliances before you set off. The campervan runs on diesel fuel. The diesel cap is found on the passenger's side. Only fill with diesel and in the correct hole. In New Zealand, we drive on the left-hand side of the road, so always keep left. Check out the Driving NZ book in the front cab if unsure about New Zealand road rules. Pull over when it is safe to allow traffic to pass. Always plan your route and allow extra time to get to your destination. We like to add an hour to each drive, just in case of trouble. Be aware, different regions have different freedom camping rules. If you need a break, pull into a rest stop. Or if you're tired, pull into a campground or freedom camp to stay the night. You have made it through the tutorial. Final things to remember before moving: lock your cabinets, turn off gas bottles, ensure windows and hatches are closed before moving. While travelling, leave the light, toilet and fridge switches on in the command cabinet. Always use diesel. And close the toilet. Have a great adventure.